Last week, you may recall we spoke about the menopause symptoms, bloating, joint pain, insomnia, irritability, anxiety, night sweats. Oh my God, the list goes on. Right, ladies. And we see this direct correlation between gut imbalances, not digesting your food well, weight gain, trouble balancing sugars, becoming accidentally overweight, and an increase in your menopause symptoms. So today I'm going to be talking about the similarities in some of the protocols that I offer for ladies that are either low estrogen, high progesterone, or the other way around, and that maybe have adrenal fatigue or are really stressed. Because what I see is a lot of similarities in some of the recommendations. So I'll give you some of the really basics recommendations, and hopefully they'll be helpful for you. Now, of course, the best way to know exactly what's going on for you, because of course everybody is completely different. Every test I run is completely different, but do the Dutch test with me and you'll know exactly what's going on. So we'll know exactly which way to go with these recommendations. Okay, so some of the recommendations. Look, so for example, if you were just generally wanting to support your hormones and support your liver, because the liver has such an important role in the production and the metabolism of hormones. All right, so a lot of your hormones are made in the liver, and of course the liver is the main organ that will metabolize your hormones. You need to make your hormones and you need to digest your hormones, and now of course the liver plays a really significant role in the digestive system as well, the clearing out of the blood, the production of bile to help take toxins out of the body. Okay, so if it's general hormone balance that you are interested in, then I really encourage you to eat as much leafy greens as possible. Leafy greens, your cruciferous vegetables, your beetroots, berries, turmeric, green tea, ginger, garlic, coriander, parsley, rosemary, thyme, all of those herbs and leafy greens are going to be a powerhouse of support for your liver, for your hormones, whether you are high or low estrogen, high or low progesterone. Even for your adrenals, leafy greens are key. I do encourage you to eat as much organic as possible, because when you are avoiding pesticides and herbicides, those will act as xenoestrogens and they will play havoc with your hormones. And of course, they put an extra toxic load on the liver. Now, if you can't afford organic in your budget, then be diligent with washing your veggies. I use Veggie Wash Fruit 2. It's a specific veggie wash. Just a capful into the sink, agitate the vegetables, and get those herbicides and pesticides off the food, but you're also getting off slug and snail residue from the food. Okay, minimize your exposure to xenoestrogen. So these are the endocrine disrupting chemicals, and they are found in plastics, cleaning products, laundry detergent, your body products, your makeup, your candles, air fresheners, perfumes, fragrances, fake fragrances. If you're really unsure about how clean your cleaning products are, then you can go to biggreensmile.com website and you can have a look at all those nasty chemicals that are in the products that you're using every day. And also, look, the Think Dirty app will show you also how toxic your cleaning and your beauty regime is. Of course, keep alcohol to a minimum. I could talk for days about the harmful effects of alcohol on the liver and the hormones. Moderate coffee intake. Maybe, if you have organic, 1 cup of coffee or a decaf coffee a day, if it's well tolerated, could be good for your liver, but anything beyond that is going to disrupt your hormones. Now, regardless of whether you are low progesterone, whether you are in the perimenopause or the menopause, I really encourage you to include 3 to 4 portions of oily fish a week, because that omega-3 that you're getting from salmon, trout, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, pilchards, any of those really good oily fish is very, very good supportive for your hormones. Now, if you're vegan, you make sure you're getting chia seeds, milled flax seeds, walnuts, pecans on a daily basis, a small handful of those. So now if you felt that you were high estrogen, like if you had estrogen dominance where you're feeling like that, and that could present as joint pain, insomnia, really heavy periods if you're still bleeding, really heavy PMS, weight gain, joint pain, that sort of thing. Then again, including those cruciferous vegetables, so 1 to 2 portions of cruciferous vegetables every day. Your broccoli sprouts are just amazing to support your hormones. I keep banging on about these. They're so fantastic. I've noticed a massive difference in my own health since including broccoli sprouts in my diet every day. Cauliflower, cabbage, kale, chard, rocket, watercress, radishes. And if you can sprout those, even better, because you're magnifying the nutrient value, and so good. Making sure that you're having fat and protein at every meal, especially 1 portion of protein. Again, if you're vegan, making sure you're creating complete proteins out of legumes and nuts and seeds and beans, and tofu. But otherwise, fish, poultry, lean meat, nuts and seeds, really important, and help, the amino acids really help support the detoxification of the liver. Now, if you suspected that you were really low estrogen, like if you're chronically tired, you have really low libido, but again, you're not sleeping well and you've got those other menopausal unwanted symptoms, then really focus on your phytoestrogens. So the menopause cake that I've put the recipe in with a lot of your plant estrogens, like from flax or chickpeas or soy or tofu, very, very good, but also your seeds. So your pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame, chia, hemp, flax, having those every day. So having a slice of that menopause cake every day is a really good strategy for supporting those phytoestrogens. Again, making sure you've got the healthy fats. So your oily fish, your nuts and seeds, avocados, olives, olive oil, all support healthy hormone production. So making sure that you're not deficient on omega-3. It is another test that I run. Now, what we find also is you could be, if you're low progesterone, like if you've really got that lethargy, you've got no motivation, you've got really low libido, you just feel like you're completely directionless in life, and you've just got no motivation and no get up and go, then, but also if you've got those, if you are still menstruating, you've got the really painful periods and really heavy periods, that could be a sign of low progesterone. And really important, again, to support the adrenals. Your omega-3s, again, are really important. Your oily fish, your seeds and nuts and avocados. Certainly magnesium-rich foods like your dark leafy greens, your avocados, your seeds and nuts will be really important. And that, and all of these you can benefit from the key supplements. Like I definitely recommend to most of my clients to supplement with magnesium, fish oil, some adrenal support if you're really stressed. So herbs like ashwagandha, some medicinal mushrooms can be really supportive to the adrenals, because when we are making less sex hormones, the adrenals really take over. So if you're coming from a place of empty and you've been really stressed for a very long time, and that's a classic symptom of rushing women who have got careers, who have got kids late in life, then they're trying to be everything to everybody, trying to maintain all of these roles, that we can have this effect on the adrenals. And that was my picture, that I really needed to do a lot to support my adrenal health. So good quality sleep, maintaining healthy rituals like my yoga, my meditation, my daily walks, really super important. Trying not to take on too much, saying no when I have to, having really good boundaries around my lifestyle very much helps the adrenals. If you were thinking that you were too high or too low in testosterone, like you really feel like you've got that real male energy floating around, then we can support the adrenals. We can introduce things like maca and green tea, making sure you've got enough zinc. And all of these things, look, when I do the Dutch test, I usually combine this with a blood test. So I check out, how are the organs? How are your vitamin levels? How are your mineral levels? What's going on with the liver? And, what's going on the red and white blood cells? All of that helps paint a picture of what the root cause of your symptoms are. So, look, let me know if that's helpful. Some of the main supplements that I recommend, as I said, like a really good multi-essential, like a multi-mineral that contains zinc, that contains your magnesium, your manganese, your selenium, boron, all that sort of thing, really good. Vitamin D is so essential for your hormone health, ladies, particularly. So, if you're not spending 20 minutes outside in the midday sun, with your shirt off, then really you need to supplement with vitamin D. The majority of my clients that I test with the blood tests I see are deficient in vitamin D. Vitamin C, really super important. And your fish oils, you can dose up to, up to have 2 fish oils a day, particularly if you're struggling with joint pain and inflammation, because those omega-3s are vital. Look, sometimes I do recommend, some clients have found huge benefit from going on body identical HRT, and that's where the Dutch test is so beneficial, because we can tell exactly the level of all the hormones and whether you would be a perfect candidate for body identical HRT. This is plant-based, non-synthetic hormone replacement therapy that can be very, very beneficial. Can be the estradiol gel progesterone tablet at night, can make a world of difference for ladies who are struggling with sleep, feeling anxious and overwhelmed, and really struggling with those other menopause symptoms. So please get in touch with me if you are thinking about doing the Dutch test, if you'd really like to know exactly what's going on with your sex hormones, your adrenals, your cortisol levels, and your neurotransmitters, then please get in touch, because I would love to support you. All right, don't struggle alone. Don't think that, oh, this is just the menopause and this is the way it has to be. It can be because of gut issues where you're not absorbing your food well. It can be because of the poor food combinations. It can definitely be because of lifestyle and stress factors. Please do not underestimate the impact of stress on your hormones and on your digestive health. So I do see clients that have a degradation in the intestinal lining, which really causes lots of havoc with the hormones and food sensitivities and mood, because we have this diminished diversity in the gut, and the gut lining has been compromised, and that can be because of chronic stress and lifestyle factors, as well as medication and alcohol and drinking and eating the wrong types of foods. All of that impacts the hormones. So never underestimate the importance of the stress and the lifestyle factors as well, and never underestimate the importance of being adequately hydrated. So put it all together. If you're really struggling, please reach out to me and get the support. Book yourself in for a Dutch test, and let's find out what's going on. Could be because of your hormones. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.